guys, it's Haley, and today I'm going to be doing an interesting video that you guys highly requested. I've been doing polls on Twitter to see what videos you guys want to see most for the week, and this week one of the choices was a my celebrity experiences kind of video. So you guys by majority definitely wanted to see this video, so I'm doing it for you today. And I also wanted to say, because I mentioned I'm doing weekly uploads in my last video, I've decided to do uploads every Tuesday around 7 p.m. so look out for new videos then. I'm testing out backgrounds, so if you guys like this background, let me know and I'll film more here. But I just haven't set up my room enough to have a really cute filming corner. So yeah, and I also stole my brother's chair to film behind, so that's fun. Really quickly, just before I get into the stories, feel free to subscribe down below if you have not already. Trust me, it's a pretty cool time over here and you gotta get notified whenever I upload a video. And also because of YouTube's weird glitch, feel free to hit that little alert bell button thing by my channel so you get notified when I upload a video, because sometimes it doesn't show up in subscription boxes, so yeah. But now let's get into the stories. So I'm going to tell you guys 4 stories of me, I don't know, just celebrity encounter kind of stories, because I feel like they're really interesting to watch and hear about and kind of funny, I don't know. But yeah, so the first story involves Hannah Montana. Let's take it all the way back to around 2006, 2005. I'm not sure what year this was. It was between 2005 and 2007. I used to live in California, and when I lived there, there's obviously a lot more going on in California. So my family heard that Radio Disney was doing a concert in San Jose, which wasn't too far from where we lived. So we were like, okay, let's go, because they knew I loved Hannah Montana, they knew I loved everyone in Radio Disney and all that stuff, and there was live performances, so why not go? It was free, so we went. So we go to this event, and basically Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana, you know, was performing. So it was pretty cool, but I was so short. Like I said, I was 5 or 6, so I had to stand on a chair in the back of the room, and she was crowded in the front. And I remember this vaguely, but not perfectly, because I was so little. But yeah, I remember seeing her blonde wig, and it was pretty cool just seeing her in person. That was before the show blew up too, so that was what's really cool about it. And I was looking at videos of this the other day, and I actually think I found some, so I'll link it in the description. But before the whole TV show blew up, she did this performance. So it was really cool because there wasn't thousands of people there. There was probably a couple hundred or something, I don't remember. But she hadn't totally blown up, so that was pretty cool. Moving on to story number 2, I'm going to be referencing back to the Naked Brothers Band. If you guys watched that show, you were with me, and you know it was a pretty good time. I love that show so much. It was definitely one of my top 5 favorites when I was little, and I don't remember when this happened. It was before I moved from California, so it was probably when I was 6 or 7, so 2006, 2007. So there was these commercials on Nickelodeon or something with the girl who played Rosalina in the Naked Brothers Band, if you know who that is. Basically, this will only make sense if you watch that show. But so the girl who played Rosalina was coming to a mall near me, so I got really excited, and then I got a family friend to take me to the event. So this is actually so funny, this story. So I remember my elementary school had a car wash or something that day, so I had to do this car wash thing and this school fundraiser, and then I was oh my gosh, I'm so hyped to go. Oh, and I remember it was right before my birthday, so I was doing it as a birthday thing, I guess. Every day I would see more commercials that she was going to the mall, and I got so much more excited. So the day it happened, I'd go to the mall, and then I look at the escalator, they're playing the Naked Brothers Band music. I was pumped, let me tell you. So they're playing the music, and then I see her coming down an escalator, but little Haley, very similar to current Haley, got too nervous, and I freaked out. I don't even know if it was a meet and greet thing. I think it was just seeing her, but I'm not sure. And I got so nervous that I was to the family friend who brought us there, I was I want to leave. So then I left because I was so nervous just being in the presence of this girl from the Naked Brothers Band TV show. So that is me in a nutshell for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed that story. The next 2 stories that I'm going to tell you guys are pretty recent ones. This next one involves everyone's favorite, Justin Bieber. Justin came to my town for his Purpose tour in March. If you haven't already seen that vlog, I vlogged the whole thing, it's down below. But basically, and I actually have clips to insert, so since Justin was in town, and everyone, whenever he went to their town, was meeting him by his hotel or something, and this was before the whole no picture thing, and I really wanted to meet Justin because you know, big fan. Me and Jenna, you guys know Jenna from videos, we're determined to meet Justin. But I think this was at the point where he deactivated his Snapchat, so we couldn't follow that. So I remember I added a bunch of people from his tour crew on Snapchat, and one of them posted a picture once they were in the town of a shot from their hotel view or whatever, and from this shot we were able to see the convention center of the town, of our town and everything. So basically we were able to figure out where they were staying, and we assumed that his crew was staying with him. Keep that in mind. So we go and we find the hotel, and then some other friends met up with us. So basically we waited at this hotel for hours, and there was a freaking cat convention going on next door. It was pretty funny because me and Jenna were joking. We were like, you know, who needs Justin Bieber when we can go to this cat convention? And the reason that made us think that this was his hotel is when we got there, the security came and there was like 10 black tour buses. So we thought it was like, why not his hotel? And one of the security people, I have this on video, was like on his walkie-talkie, and he said, "Mr. Bieber, we're ready for you." And I was like, I was shook. Me and Jenna were both very shook. You can hear it in the video. I'll insert everything.
Here, Mr. Bieber.
Basically, so we thought he was staying there. So us, the other friends who met up with us, and then a bunch of other people from our town, all were waiting in the hotel lobby. And then one of the managers eventually was like, he's not staying here, it's just his crew. But also I have pictures, like all of his dancers were staying there too and stuff like that. But so they were like, no, he doesn't stay here too. Because it was also like, it wasn't like a very, like the best hotel. It wasn't a bad hotel, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like a fancy thing. It was very like middle ground hotel, if that makes any sense. So then he gave us the names of some other hotels that were downtown that, because this was in, not downtown, it was like across the bridge from downtown. He gave us the names of some other hotels where Justin might be staying. So we go to 2 of these hotels. I think I only was in one of them. One of the people I was with asked if he was staying there. They were like, no. I mean, obviously they're not going to tell us, but like, and then same for the second one. For the second one, I really had to go to the bathroom. And actually, let's be honest here, I had to change a tampon. It was a really fun time. So then, I'm like dying that day too because of that. So, so I go into the hotel, the lobby guy like opens the door, and it was a fancy hotel, like very, very fancy. Like the towels were all in these like little bins in the bathroom. Everything was like marble countertops. It was so fancy, like definitely the fanciest hotel downtown that I've been to. Then I had to leave because my dad wanted me home, and the next day was the concert. So then I left, but then later that night there was this video posted of Justin like walking into his hotel, and he walked into the hotel that I went to the bathroom in. So if I waited later at that night, I probably could have met Justin Bieber. You know, very tragic story. So moving on to the final story, the 4th story, I'm going to be talking about my Nick Jonas and Demi Lovato concert experience kind of thing. I saw my Nick Jonas and Demi Lovato vlog type of deal, but I vlogged that and I'll link that down below with all the other videos that I'm linking for you all. But so the Nick Jonas and Demi Lovato Future Now tour was in August this past year. So I went with that to my friend Natalie. So we went to a sound check, and when you were in line for the sound check inside, they had this event. I'm totally blanking on what it was called. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm forgetting, but I'll put on the screen of what it was called. But it's basically this organization that's like trying to get rid of the stigma surrounding mental illness or something like that. It was like a talk thing that would have Demi and then like some special guests there. And I tried to sign up to go to it because it was free and stuff the night before, but it said you had to be 18 or older, and I'm 16, so I couldn't do it. But then they gave us a flyer to it that like acted as admission or a ticket to let us in when we were in line for the sound check. So we got that, we went to the sound check, that was really cool. I'll insert clips. But also that vlog is down below, so feel free to check it out. It's pretty exciting. So after that we leave, and then we go, I think we tried to get food, but like we totally failed. Or no, did we get food? We might have gotten food, I'm not sure. But so we go and we come back for Demi's thing. We were late, keep this in mind. We were a solid, I don't know how late we were. I think we just came right when it was starting, but you were supposed to get there a little earlier, but then there's a line and it was just this mess. So we're escorted up into the room. It was like a conference room inside the concert place. So we get inside and they escort us into the room, and since it was full, all the chairs in the room were filled, and like where Demi and Nick and whatever would be sitting in the front on this couch. So we were in the back by the like back door, and we thought when they entered, like they obviously weren't gonna go through the back door. Like, wouldn't they just go through the door that's right next to the stage? One would think. Then we're waiting, and Nick walks in from the door right next to us, and keep in mind, so this is us, you know? Just chilling here. The door is right here. They're walking like right next to us, like 2 feet away from us. And we were just like, again, another situation where me and my friends were shook. Me and Natalie were very shook. So Nick Jonas walks by 2 feet away from us. Like we just saw him in sound check, but this was like, but so, what was that face? But so then he goes up and sits on the couch thing, and then a minute later or so, Demi walks in and walks right by. And I think my friend Natalie was like waving or something, and Demi waved back to her, and we were both like, shook again. So then they do the talk, and it was really great actually. So I forgot what it's called. I'm totally blanking, but it was really great. And if they do another tour and do it, you definitely should go. It was a great experience and stuff like that. So then they have to leave or whatever, and then Nick's walking out, and everyone's like clapping. They're like, so obviously I was joining in on the clapping just because, you know, group effort. politeness, I don't know. So I was clapping along, and then Nick Jonas smiled at me. It was a very enlightening moment, honestly. My childhood felt fulfilled, and yeah, so that was great. And then Demi walked by again, but they were literally like 2 feet from us, and it was very cool. But then the concert was really good as well, but that's the end of that story. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed these stories, and if you want me to tell more stories like this, I totally will. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you have not already subscribed, subscribe down below. Like I said before, remember to put on the little bell for notifications so you don't miss an upload. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below what the best concert you've ever been to was, or your coolest like celebrity experience. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!